Hey, it's David Rhodes coming from you from St. Petersburg, Florida, here to talk to you today about how to be a real estate problem solver. And the real estate problem that we're solving today is code enforcement liens. Code enforcement liens, as all of us find out once we get into real estate, are a regular thing that we run into. So if we can figure out how we can take care of those code enforcement liens and resolve those or get them reduced, then there's a lot of opportunities out there to make money. And that's a problem that you could solve, or a niche that you could have that you can make money. We figured out how to do that. But I like to first tell you about code enforcement liens and what they are. A code enforcement lien is basically a lien that's put on by the city or the code enforcement department for something that is not in compliance, whether it's windows or roof or lawn, trash in the yard. There's something that they'll put that fine on it, and the homeowner is always given notice. They're always given an opportunity to fix it, but when they don't fix it, what starts happening is they put a fine on it daily. So you start accruing daily fines on the property, and that's when we see massive code enforcement liens. So when that happens, you get a accruing lien on a property. You have to get it taken care of and get it to stop before you can get the issue resolved. So that's one lien. The other one is when there was an accruing issue, the homeowner had it fixed, but they didn't take care of the liens. So there was an issue, it was fixed, but there's still liens attached to the property dealing because of that issue. There's a few different ways to take care of those, but we'll talk about the last one to start with. The last one is a code enforcement lien. It's on the property because something was in violation and was not in compliance. The homeowner had it fixed, they brought it back into compliance. Now let's say, for example, there's a $10,000 lien associated with this property. So it's in our area, and I got to say every municipality is going to be different. But what I've experienced here in our municipalities is there's a couple different options. You can schedule a hearing to clear the liens up completely, which means no money come out of your pocket, but you have to do certain things for that to happen. And then there's a hearing that you can have, that you sit in front of a board, and they reduce the liens from, say, 10,000 down up to 90% or better of the liens. So it just depends on what your exit strategy with the property is, which method you're going to use. So we're going to do an example. We're going to wholesale this property. So we're going to wholesale the property. It's a $10,000 lien. It's been brought into compliance. Let's say it was 5 years ago, so it was in 1999, it was brought into compliance, but it's been tagged onto the property for this long. Now it's 10,000. So we submit the paperwork to the code enforcement board. We schedule a hearing. We go in front of the board, and we tell them what we're going to do. We say we're going to purchase the property. We're going to make sure the property is brought back up to livable condition, and then we're going to have then the property is going to be rented out. And at that time, the board will normally give you a reduction. So they give you a reduction. Say, for example, they give you a reduction of 80% of this, and now you owe $2,000 instead of $10,000. But once the hearing's over, they will send you via email or mail it to you the paperwork that shows what your payoff on that lien will be. And it's great to get an email, because then you could just forward it to your title company, and then you can go to closing, and then you're ready to wholesale that property. So now you took that $10,000 lien that you should have negotiated with the homeowner on your wholesale price. You got it down to $2,000, so there's more margin to make there at closing. So that's a quick example of one code enforcement lien and how to clear it up, and we'll do a few more. It's good talking to you today, and much success in real estate.